The Hispanic or Latino population among us presents the United Methodist Church with both a challenge and an opportunity. Well-publicized census data that need not be repeated here give us a glimpse at the magnitude of the challenge. If we do not find ways to expand the Hispanic ministries of the United Methodist Church within the next decade, in 2 more decades, we shall find that we have written ourselves out of relevance for what may well be a quarter of the total population of the nation. Therefore, what is at stake is no less than the future ministry of the United Methodist Church to a large section of the nation. How we respond to this challenge has profound implications not only for the United Methodist Church, but also for the nation at large. In many of our Latino barrios and communities, churches are the most influential and lasting institutions. They, jointly with schools that are often underfunded and understaffed, provide the main context in which many young Latinos and Latinas are formed. Thus, the future shape of the Latino community, and by implication of the entire nation, will be greatly affected by what happens in the Latino church in the next 2 decades. The opportunity is even greater than the challenge. Latinas and Latinos bring profound commitments to family and faith, to work and to witness, that can greatly enrich both our church and our nation. In Latino faith communities throughout the country, in churches both large and small, people are reading the Bible with new eyes and discovering unexplored riches in it. People are expressing their faith in song and in worship in ways that connect with their daily lives. People are witnessing to their faith with an excitement that is reminiscent of the early days of Methodism. People are exploring the far-reaching meaning of the Wesleyan call to spread holiness throughout the land. It may well be that in all these ways, and in many more, God is offering the United Methodist Church an opportunity for renewal and revitalization. This is an opportunity and a calling to which we must respond. Could it be that in the presence of Latinos and other minorities in our midst, God is granting us an unprecedented invitation to catch a glimpse, to enjoy a foretaste of that glorious future John saw at Patmos? After this, I looked, and there was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and languages. How are we to respond? Thankfully, several years ago, the United Methodist Church was among the first denominations to develop and fund a national plan for Hispanic ministries. While there is still a long way to go, statistics, as well as the personal experience of thousands of United Methodists, attest to the success of the plan. Yet that very success presents us with new challenges and opportunities. How are we to provide pastoral leadership to the growing United Methodist constituency? How are we to provide opportunity for Latino lay and ordained leaders to have the training necessary to bring to the table the Latino contribution in faith, in worship, in witnessing, in social action, and in theology? What programs are needed so that Latino laity may be able to respond in faith and obedience to the challenges of lay ministries? How can we make certain that Latino young people are challenged by the call to ordain ministry and to full-time service in the church? What means are required so that those who receive and heed the call can be nurtured, trained, and supported along the process of responding to their call? These are urgent questions at all levels of ministerial and theological education? How can conference course of study programs be enhanced in numbers, in resources, and in relevance? What must seminaries know and what must they do to recruit, support, and graduate Latino and Latina students? What is needed to increase the shamefully small Latino pool of people qualified to teach in our seminaries and institutions of higher education? What is the role of those institutions, colleges, seminaries, universities, in that entire process? What must boards of ordained ministry know and do? All these questions point us to the need to develop, in conjunction with the National Plan for Hispanic Ministries, a national strategy for the recruitment, guidance, training, and support of people called to the pastoral or other forms of ordained ministry. It is in order to develop such a strategy that the General Board of Higher Education and Ministry, jointly with the National Plan, is convoking a series of jurisdictional conferences on Hispanic Latino leadership development, leading then to a national conference on the same subject, whose purpose will be to produce a comprehensive strategy for Hispanic Latino leadership development. Sitting at the table in these conferences will be annual conference leaders, members of boards of ordained ministry, national and local Latino and Latina leaders and practitioners, course of study representatives, college and seminary representatives, and others, as well as representatives of the General Board of Higher Education and Ministry and the National Plan for Hispanic Ministry. We urge all the people called Methodists to pray for these conferences so that they may result in a comprehensive strategy for Hispanic Latino leadership development that will lead us faithfully into the future that God has planned for us.